If these heart diagrams still confuse you, here's the simplest explanation you'll hear today. Let's go back to some basics. So here we have the heart, and here we have the cross-section of the heart. It shows you the internal structures. Now, the heart is divided into 4 chambers. So a quick way to learn it and to draw it is by drawing a square, and then you're going to divide it into 4 branches. So here we have the right atrium, here we have the left atrium, the right ventricle, and the left ventricle. Now, let's follow the path of blood. Blood returning from the body enters the right atrium through 2 vessels. What are they? They are the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava. Blood then flows from the right atrium to the right ventricle, where it is pumped to the lung through a vessel. Quick quiz, guys, comment this before I reveal it. Which vessel is it? Is it A, the pulmonary vein, because these are all veins that are bringing blood, or is it B, the pulmonary artery? This is one of those common anatomy traps students fall for, and I'd appreciate it if you guys can comment it, because it tells the algorithm that this video is actually useful, and I am being useful, so it's nice. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. All right, so the answer is pulmonary artery. Okay, the answer is pulmonary artery. Now the blood now has entered the lungs, and in the lungs gas exchange occurs, which means carbon dioxide leaves the blood, oxygen enters the blood, and the blood becomes oxygenated. Now this oxygenated blood is then returned from the lungs to the left atrium via the pulmonary vein, and then it's pumped to the left ventricle, where it is then pumped to the rest of the body, right? Through the what vessel? Aorta. Okay, cool. Now, the left ventricle is the powerhouse of the heart. It's much thicker. The muscles over here are way thicker because it needs to generate enough pressure to pump blood throughout the entire body. Okay, now let's talk about the valves real quick. We have 4 valves. We have a valve that separates the right atrium from the right ventricle. This is called the tricuspid valve. We have a valve that separates the left atrium from the left ventricle. This is called the mitral valve. What are these valves for? They are to prevent backflow of blood. It's important to know that. All right. Otherwise, if they're not working, then you get what's called regurgitation. We'll go over that in like valvular diseases videos later. All right. And then you have 2 more valves. One is here between the right ventricle and the pulmonary arteries. So obviously this is going to be called the pulmonic valve. And the other one is between the left ventricle and the aorta, which is called the aortic valve. Okay, done. Now, notice this wall that separates the right halves from the left halves. Now, this is called a septum. This is what it's called. It's called a septum. Now, the atria are separated by the atrial septum, and the ventricles are separated by the ventricular septums, and that's basic anatomy of the heart. Save this video so you never forget the blood flow pathways, and follow MedBites, because in the next parts we're going to go over the valvular diseases, the diseases of the septums, problems with the heart, etc., etc. So, it's going to be important. Take care.